Hi, so today's video is going to be a tutorial on how to do my fall show color guard makeup, and I know most of you aren't in my color guard, but this is also for them so they know what to do because I know some of them are struggling. It's basically just supposed to be white on the inner corner and black on the outside, so we'll get to it. So I'm going to start with my Glam Glow Mega Illuminating Moisturizer. It's from Sephora. I got it like in one of those birthday packages. So I just apply this on my face as a kind of primer, and it just gives like that glowy dewy look. And I have it in the color Nude Glow. I think it's the lightest color. And so then I'm just gonna rub this in all over my face to give it that like shiny look under my foundation. And with this I don't really like to use a primer because it's kind of like a primer in and of itself. So yeah. Now I'm going to move on to my foundation, which I just reviewed in my first video, and so it's the Lancome Ultra Wear foundation. If you want me to talk about this, you can go watch my other video. So I put this on my face. I didn't say this, but it is a medium coverage, and you can watch the video if you want more information. So I'm just gonna blend this out all over my face, and since I'm not wearing primer, it is gonna be a little shiny because I'm naturally oily, but then I use the Glam Glow underneath of it, so it's gonna be like kind of like shiny and like smooth. Yeah. Now that I'm all blended out, I have my Sephora collection concealer, and this is the empty one, so let me find the full one. So this is it. It's in the shade Meringue, and I apply it under my eyes. And this is kind of how I do like all my bases. It's not really special to this look. This is just like, also I failed to explain that this look is supposed to be super over the top because when you're in guard, you're like really far away from the judges because you have to like look up in the box when you're performing, which is like where they're sitting, and so your makeup has to be really big in order for them to see you from so far away. So I just apply it around here and on all my blemishes, which there are a lot of. So I just put it around, and I will do my brows since I didn't do them in the last video. And now I'm just going to blend this out with my damp beauty blender, and I'll be right back. Since I'm all blended out, I'm actually going to bake today while I do my brows and my eye makeup. So I just take my and this is my Fit Me Maybelline. It's drugstore. It's great. I rub my damp beauty blender all around that, and then I just whoop right there to kind of cut out my cheekbones, and then I do it to the other side, whoop, right there. And I like to do it to my chin just a little bit, and then where I crease, and then my under eyes. I'll wipe this all off later once it's done filling up my pores. So, and then I like to do it in the center of my forehead, and then I'll wipe it off with my fluffy brush later. So just right in the middle there. So that'll sit, and I will start to do my brows. So it's taken me a really long time to figure out how I like doing my eyebrows because I feel like they're like really both different shapes, and they're kind of like non-existent at the top, like they're kind of like just straight. So I've like played around with shape, and I've just recently found a shape that I really like and enjoy doing. So I use my NYX Professional Makeup Eyebrow Powder Pencil, okay, and I have it in the shade Brunette. And I sharpen it with whatever kind of sharpener I have because it didn't come with one, and then it has the spoolie, so I like to spoolie through it, and then I go around the edges and put any down. So eyebrows are really personal and abstract and subjective because everyone's are a little bit different. So I just like to start going through it, filling in the main area before I start like creating the eyebrow itself. So I'll go through what I already have. And then once I kind of have a good base, and I don't like to press down too hard, then I go on the bottom of it. And I kind of go through the front like a little bit, but I don't want to go too much because I don't like it like when there's a line like right in front. But I will spoolie through this to make sure there aren't any harsh lines. So, and then here I have this area where I like to go like up. And then I start going back down. So like I just totally changed the shape, you can see right there. So then I go back down. Over here and I make the tail a little bit longer, so then, wow, I have an eyebrow now. Right here I like to go across so they're more flat on the bottom. And now I have an eyebrow. So I will obviously like outline it, but first I spoolie through to make sure there aren't any areas where I like don't have any product, and then I go through the front to make sure it's not very harsh. And I just kind of rub right there. And on the bottom sometimes too. I like to make sure all the hairs in the front are sticking up, and then on the sides, oh, I have low battery, that's not good. Then I go on the sides there. So that's one eyebrow, and then when I'm done with both of them, I like to outline them with concealer, so I'll be right back to outline them. So I pretty much did an absolutely horrible job on my eyebrows. They're way too big, they're way too gross. So I am really hoping that this concealer can fix it. It normally takes a while. This is my sister's. I keep stealing it from her. It's Maybelline concealer. I don't know, she just has it. So I like to put like just a clump of it on my hand, and I try to make sure like, you can't really see, but so like I make sure that it's not just like flat on my skin. I make sure that it's like lumpy. And then I take like a little bit with this like super skinny angled brush, and so I choose an eyebrow to start with, and then I start going, I'll use this, so I try to start going at the top of it, and I just start going around it. So let's see, I'm trying to make sure you guys can see. So I go just around the top, and I just follow what I did. So that's already looking a little bit better. And then I take a little bit more, and now I do the other side. So I just kind of go along, ooh, not on the eyebrow, and I go along with what I have. And so then I just keep going down, and then I outline the tail. Now I accidentally made the tail super short, so let's kind of just bring it down a little. Oop, not like that. I took it to the side. So we can just cover that up. The wonderfulness of concealer. Down. There we go. That's a little bit better. So this eyebrow is shaping up to be okay. So now I just go over it again, not with any more, but just with the same amount that I had, and start to blend it out a little bit. I kind of pull the excess down to make sure, because I kind of like to cover like my brow bone with concealer, so then when I start to do this eye makeup, it's good. But also these eyebrows are supposed to be pretty bold because it is my color guard makeup. So now I have the eyebrow outline, and it's looking okay, and so now I'm just going to do the same thing to the other one. Okay, so now that my eyebrows are actually looking okay, I'm still baking, so I am going to put my NYX Proof It Waterproof Eyeshadow Primer on. I just recently got this and I really like it, because sometimes like I used to just put concealer and sometimes it would crease, and that was kind of annoying, but it's like really glossy and it makes the colors pretty pigmented. It seems like I'm sponsored by NYX, which I'm not. But I have so many NYX products because I really think that they're great. Yeah, so then I just rub it in with my fingers because there's no point in using a brush for that. So now I'm going to grab this Smoky Profusion eyeshadow palette. I've literally had it forever, but the only reason why I use this for my look is because it has a really great white right here and a really great black. So, yeah. And then I also use what you saw me use in the other video. It's my Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette. I love it so much, and it has really great just nudes, and I use Blackjack for this look. I switch between the two blacks because this one's more pigmented, but this one like blends better. So we're gonna start with the white. So this comes like with one of the like super cheap like little like dual-ended like squishy things, but these are really great at packing pigment on. So I like to take, since I've used the white so many times, I have white side, and so then I just dip into this white, and I like, not really dip, I kind of scrub into this white, and it comes off like it's really white. So then I just start applying it to the inner corner. And you can't really see, I'm so sorry about the lighting, but so I just keep applying it on layer after layer, and I start to bring it out some more, and it's like white, like you can really see it. So I'm just gonna start doing it to the other eye and I'm gonna start bringing it into the middle of the eye a little bit more, and then I'll come back for the gray. So as you can see, I've started to bring it more across my lid. It's probably like 2/3 of the way across my lid, and I've started to bring it up a little bit above my crease and off my lid onto like, not the brow bone yet, but not on the lid anymore, so it's like kind of up there. So now that I have that kind of base, I'm gonna obviously come back to touch that up, but this palette also has a good gray that I forgot to talk about. It's right here, this one, and so I'm just gonna pick a side, any side, and dip into this, and I don't want to take a lot since I almost immediately go into the black, but I just take that and I blend it upwards, and now I'm going to definitely go above, so like it's kind of almost a line, and then I just kind of blend it out. This brush isn't really good at blending, but so it should kind of look like that. Now I take it into the other side, kind of just go up again, like so. I'm going to add a little bit more, so it kind of looks like that. So that's kind of the beginning of like the super upward slope, and then obviously later I'm gonna take the eye look outwards, like out here, and then like back like up, so it's kind of gonna be winged. So I'm gonna start to blend this with this brush that came in the Naked palette. It's not very good at applying, but it's decent at blending. It looks like this. It's dual-ended. This side is like really tiny, and then this side it's like really big. I guess you just use it for like applying like a base shade. But I'm gonna use like this little side to start blending the two together. So I kind of like doing this like so it creates like an angle here, and it kind of goes like up, because then it makes the blend look more even. So you can see it's already kind of starting to blend at the bottom, and then I just keep bringing it up, and then I like to take it down the front of the white, so I'll go like down here and then up, and then I'll just keep going back and forth. You can see it's starting to make like an actual shape. So now I go down. I'm kind of creating the outline for where the black is going to be, and then I come out here, and so it's supposed to be really dramatic, so I take it a little bit past the eyebrow and then back up around. So it's kind of going to be like that. It's going to be pretty dramatic. now I'm gonna start to do this outline sort of thing on the other side. I'll be right back. So now I have both my outlines on with the gray, which I did with this side of the brush. Now I'm going to start to apply the black inside the outline that I have. Since this look is so intense, it looks really dumb at first. I mean, it kind of looks really dumb even when it's finished. But so I'm just going to dip the black side, so I have my white side and then my black side, into this, and I just like scrub. And it's like real black. So then I just like start to dab it into little spots because I don't want to mess this up. So since this has a nice little tip, I like to go where I outlined with the gray. And I kind of just start to fill it in. When I'm done, I will cut this side with concealer to make sure it's not like falling out everywhere. So, go up. So that's kind of like the basic what it looks like. I'm gonna really quickly fill in this side. So I just dab it around and then I go up. Make sure I have enough black. It's supposed to be really pigmented, so like when the judges are super far away, they can tell that we have super intense eye makeup. So this looks pretty okay. So I want to make sure I can still see the line of where like the gray is, because over here it was starting to go away a little bit. But so I just want to make sure it's up there, and I still have this sharp point over here. I mean, I will clean it. So that's the general idea, but I'm gonna have to clean it up a little bit with some concealer, and I'll pigment it a little bit more. So I'll be right back with my new supplies. Okay, so now with the concealer that I used to go around my brows with, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's the same or not, I'm just gonna draw a line right here, making sure I still have that nice like snatched vibe going on right now. Right there. So now I'm going to do the other side. Just straight up. There we go. So it should look like, really like, you know, to quote James Charles. So now with that brush that I used to outline my eyebrows with, the angled one, since it's so small, it's really easy just to go like, pull the material down, pull the excess down. So I just do that right up to the edge, making sure that I'm keeping the line straight. So yeah, it takes a lot of concentration. So I don't know if you can see, you can't, but so I still have a little bit, so I have to make sure I get really close without messing up the line. So that's kind of what it should look like it's really straight and nice. So I'll come over here and do this to the other side. First I pull the excess down. Oh, I forgot I'm still baking. Oops. I mean, it doesn't really matter, there's not really like a limit or anything. So, oh, low battery again. I've been charging it when I'm not recording. So I'm pulling it down once more and cleaning it up, getting really close. And then like, because I don't want to get my beauty blender out, I'll just dab it like that. So like it looks really nice. And then with my final, with the other black that I have, I just like to go in and fill in any bald patches, again with this little tiny area. Just to make sure like it's really nice and filled in, because we want to make sure that the judges can tell that our eyes are on fleek. So I just keep adding this in, so then that already looks so much better, and then I start adding it into the other side. And I just realized that this side's a little bit smaller. It's okay. Judges won't be able to tell. So there we go. That's pretty filled in. And next we are going to do mascara and eyeliner. So I just did one eye off camera. So I put the winged eyeliner on and my mascara and then my waterline eyeliner on. So I'm going to really quickly do that for you. So I'm starting with this Almay Intense Eye Color. I've had this forever. So it has I really love it. It has this nice like little point thing at the end. I'm really bad at eyeliner. I don't normally like doing it on camera. You're probably not going to be able to see me do it because my mirror's like right here. But so you start at the inside of the eye and you start to go outwards, obviously. So I'm trying to keep it like really close to the lash line because we don't want it to be too thick. Once your eyes start to curve down again, you start to draw a straight line outwards. Sorry if you could hear that, that was my stomach getting pretty hungry. So now I had this nice outwards line. It's really hard to see since I'm already wearing a black eyeshadow. So then I draw the wing up from the corner of my eye. You can't see anything really, but you can tell it kind of matches the other side. So then I fill in any spots that I didn't really get. So outwards and then up. It's really nice because like if you mess up, no one can really tell because you're already wearing black eyeshadow. So there's that, and then I let it dry for a second, obviously. And then I take, I didn't do like as far down as the other eye in the like front. So I'm gonna go back here. There we go. I did the front a little bit, now it matches a little bit better. So now I'm going to do my lower lash line, my waterline with this Ulta Beauty eyeliner. I have no clue where I got it. I don't know when I got it. It works well. It kind of wears off a little fast, but it has some nice pigmentation. So I'm going to look over here. So you kind of just pull your eye down and then you go behind the lashes. Just on that waterline. And that's all there is to it. Now I'm going to grab my mascara duo. It's L'Oreal Voluminous Original and then the Voluminous Base. So, oops. First I put the base on. It's white, so it makes the black legs stand out more. And it just like layers up. I make such weird faces, I'm really sorry. Oh, I forgot to put my bake off again. Oh well. It's okay. And then I'll do the actual thing on top of that. So that looks good. And I didn't really blend that out over there. Like when I cut it, I didn't blend it out very well. Yeah. So there's that. And then I do my lower, but I don't put a base on because that can sometimes make it too clumpy. So now that I have that done, I like to go back with my eyeshadow and put some under eye just to make it pop a little bit more. So I take this with my Naked palette and then I do Blackjack, and then I take the small end and I just go right under the eye, right under there. So that kind of just makes it like a little bit darker. Like you can tell like it's a little bit different. So there we have that. Now I'll just really quickly do the other. Needs to be a little bit darker. There we go. So now both of my eyes are done. And I'm finally going to wipe off my base. I mean, not wipe off. I'll rub off my bake. But I'll be right back to do highlight and bronzer. So I only have 10% battery left, so I'm going to have to go really quick. Because, yeah. So, before doing highlighter, I'm going to use my NYX matte bronzer in the shade Deep Tan, I'm pretty sure, yeah. It's literally been so attacked, you can see it, because I broke this. So first I'm going to actually wipe my bake off. Wipe off any excess from all that eyeshadow work. So now, wow, it's already pretty like nice, but I'm just gonna dip into a little bit of this. I don't want too much because it's super pigmented, and then with this, like I said, and then I'm just gonna blend it out if I can. Make sure like it's in the crevices of your cheekbones, and don't bring it like all the way down to your lips like it actually went a little bit farther than I normally do. So this is a blush brush also. It's from Danielle. I don't really know. So that's nice. Just making sure like it's decent. So that's that. Now, like it has to be like pretty intense because of being so far away and all. This one I brought way too far down, but it's okay. So I just keep blending and blending and blending. So that's that. I like to put like a little bit on my temples and then along my hairline. Not too much though. So that's that, and then I love this strobing stick. It's from Maybelline. It's illuminating highlighter, and it's just like a little stick. So I just like to take my finger and rub it on there, and it's like very shiny. And then I just put it on my cheekbones up here. Gotta be shimmering. The judges will be blinded by my highlight. We actually just had a competition yesterday and we got second place, which was amazing. Yeah, we basically went, I mean, we did really bad the first competition because our show wasn't finished, but now it's finished, like with drill and stuff, and that's good. So now down the nose and at the bottom. And then the Cupid's bow. I like to do sometimes above my brow bone. I guess we're getting frisky. So that's that. It's not great, but like it's really good. Just for like kind of subtle. So obviously the judges aren't going to be seeing my highlight. But that's that. And the last thing we have to do is lipstick. So I'm gonna find that and I'll be right back. So we have a specific lipstick that we all have to wear. It's the Super Stay Matte Ink by Maybelline in the color Voyager. So it looks like this. It's really good. Like if you're looking for a cheap matte lipstick, this is what you need. Literally, it stays on. We have these masks that we have to wear. They're like cowls, like they cover the bottom half of our faces, and like they're rubbing against our face, and we're like sweating and like breathing hard, and it's pretty good. So I'm just going to apply this here. And I really like the applicator. It's like kind of pointy. So that's nice when you're like drawing the outline. And I basically have no lips, so that's good. I don't think talking and doing my lipstick is gonna work. I really like this color though because it's like a burgundy, like it's not red, it's like a deep red. Wow, I just turned to the side and like got blinded by that highlight there. Because normally I don't like wear a highlight very often. So I'm just like going all around, obviously. You probably know how to put lipstick on. So that is that. I love this lipstick. Like, even though we had to get it, like, it's great. So I'm pretty sure that's the final look. Let me just give myself a spritz. This is my mom's. I stole it from her. It's Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I don't really like how it smells, but I used it for the first time yesterday, and my makeup stayed on, so that's that. So this is the completed look. You guys probably aren't ever going to do this exact look because this is my specific guard makeup, but I really love this lipstick and the highlighter. Like, that's something I use every day, and then obviously my base is something that I do use every day. I don't expect you to see you walking around with this eye makeup on, but if you ever do need to do like a super intense look with like really good blacks and whites, I really do recommend these palettes that I have. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thanks for watching.